Are you for the Alliance, or are you for the Horde? With this deck, you will be exploring the Alliance half of the Champions of Azeroth, a new free card that was given to everyone in the current event going on in Hearthstone. In the Alliance pool of this card, you have the original Brann, the original Velen, you have Varian, Tyrion, and Antonidas as your 5 options. However, this deck can easily use 3 out of the 4 options. Brann allows you to easily scale up Behemoth and get additional asteroids within your list easily. Velen allows those asteroids to do double the damage whenever you draw into them, and Varian just acts as a really nice draw power card. It is also worth mentioning that you do have Triangulate within this list in order to get additional copies of Champions of Azeroth. However, most of the time, outside of memes, choosing an asteroid is probably going to be the correct decision. Now, for the Mulligan guide of the list, you are going to be looking for any early game draw power cards, such as Needle Rock Totem. Champions of Azeroth is also an incredibly good card to keep, so you can try to get those cards early on. Then you're going to be looking for any of the other asteroid cards, such as Moonstone Mauler to keep. And then finally, any type of early game removal tools, such as Molten Magma. Now, with all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Druid. It's probably going to be Starship Druid. I know also Dollhouse Druid is floating around too. Okay, let's just get rid of that. I mean, it would have been kind of perfect curve, but I would have preferred to have something on turn 1. Hey, shudderblock, just what we needed. And what I mean is not what we needed. Okay, I guess we can just draw some cards. It's not like Druid is probably going to have a 2 damage removal, right? Okay, there's the coin. Eagle Heights. It's Fairy Tale this turn, right? Actually, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's... Actually, no, it is. It 100% is. The other option would be using the 3-drop elemental that I can't think of its name. Turbulence. Oh, Champion of Azeroth is nice. Please, please, game. Give me good old Velen. I just want one really good game. It's almost 2 a.m. and I'm still sitting here trying to find a good game for this video for exactly what I wanted to showcase. Trust me, I've gotten pretty close, but it usually ends up with my opponent giving up once they see Velen. Hey, let's go! That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. Okay. How do you want to do this? I kind of just want to slam this down to slam it down. But at the same time, I kind of think this... actually, we want to get cards out of our hand. So maybe we can actually use Fairy Tale here. And now, do we destroy this minion? Or do we go with Turbulence here? I think Turbulence is the better bet here. Then we're going to draw... Oh! That's nice. We also don't really need another Champion of Azeroth, so... Okay, so... It's shudderblock, right? And then just burn a card? That's that. I don't like leaving cube up for a long period of time, but I think this is just safer. Okay. We're burning something up. That's not a card I wanted to burn. There are cards in those lists that I wanted to burn, but that definitely isn't it. Also worth mentioning, that you all won't see this or the original version of this one, where well, actually maybe you will, where we were using a little bit of a nature package in order to have like a other way besides relying on draw power to get a OTK off with Velen. I just thought the deck was doing a little bit too much. And I've been wanting to do Asteroid since they came out or were announced anyways. So it is actually kind of amazing to me that we won't be getting an Asteroid Legendary in the mini set, because I would have assumed we probably would have. But now that we know it's StarCraft, I think that possibility is out the window. I think we heard that they were going to do one hero card for like that's shared between like 3 or 4 different classes. Similar to how back in Mean Streets of Gadgetzan we had like the gangs, but it's going to be like the StarCraft stuff instead. tribes, whatever. I don't know. I never really actually played too much StarCraft. I just knew that it existed. I was always a Warcraft fan and a little bit of a Diablo fan. But I do have a friend who is a real big fan of StarCraft. And I was like, I tagged him in Discord being like, hey, StarCraft news. And he was like, huh? I'm like, in Hearthstone. And he was like, excuse me. To be honest, I kind of think it's overdue because Diablo's already been in Hearthstone, so why not the other big franchise from Blizzard? I'd be curious if eventually we'll see Overwatch, but I'm trying to think of like what theme could make Overwatch. Actually, I know exactly. Next year, since we're getting the like alternate timeline expansion, fun fact, there are a bunch of characters in World of Warcraft that are just references to Overwatch characters. So I could see maybe like one of the alternate worlds being like quote unquote Overwatch world, maybe in like a mini set or something. Or maybe we'll never see Overwatch in Hearthstone. You never know. I think it probably is more likely we'd see another Diablo like reference because demons, like having a demon set. I mean, this is kind of the demon set. It is kind. Well, no, Ashes of Outlands was mostly demons. I was gonna say it is kind of weird that we haven't seen a full blown pure just demons. There are some other sets that we haven't seen yet that are a little bit more annoying that they still don't exist. Looking at you, Pandaria. I really want a Pandaria set. It doesn't look like I'm getting one anytime soon. At least not until 2026. Sorry, just a little rant. Final Frontier. I really want to do something with that card. I just don't know what I can do to make it special. Oh, Yogg, hey, buddy. Because it heavily relies on getting the correct card off of it. I guess, to be fair, Champions of Azeroth also relies on getting the correct card off of it, but, you know. At least with this deck, we have 3 out of the 5 options that are good. I was trying to think of something with the Horde half, and honestly, I think the problem with the Horde half is what? Lothomar is the only one I think that isn't in standard rotation right now, and everything else is. So it's like, why would you, why would you ever do anything with that? Come on, something cool. Oh, Brand's. Oh wait, we've already used all of our Battlecry minions. That's kind of a shame. Yeah, looking at the... Well, I guess the original Vol'jin also isn't in rotation either. But like 3 out of the 4 Horde ones are in rotation, and only 1 out of the 4 Alliance are in rotation. So it's... there's one half that's definitely a billion times better. Grommash is interesting, though, getting him for 6 mana instead of 8. I don't know. Could be cool, could be funny. Alright, come on. Do what you need to do, Velen. Come on. Make the asteroids go face. I just need 3 to hit face. There's like 25 of them in the deck. Come on. Just hit face. I said face. Come on. Go, my space rocks. Go. Finish the game for me. Let's go. Ow, I'm out of this. Whoa. Let's go. Free from this grind. Okay, time for a game against Warrior. Let's see what they have in store for us. This is kind of a thinker because we know our opponent might be on Odin. They might be on Highlander, and I think there is another version of Warrior floating around right now. I really kind of want to do something with Spores or the Draenei package. I think both were kind of underexplored compared to what it could be, you know? All right, we're going to get rid of everything besides Champions because I just really want to keep it. Probably not actually the best decision in the world to do that, but you never know. Alright, just pass that pack. The nice thing about Warrior is that you can almost instantly tell like what type of Warrior is going to be, depending if they put down a duplicate or not. Actually, I guess there's also Ziliax Warrior still floating around. I think that one's dropped off in popularity, though. Oh, Malagos is fun. Okay, there's shield block. into Armor Vendor. Okay, so this is probably going to be Odin. Armor, actually, in this matchup, or in this deck, could be really, really bad for us. I really hope it won't be. Oh, Shudderblock's actually kind of fun. We could actually coin out that Shudderblock next turn. Oh, that's actually a really good play. Oh, that could be a really, really nice play. Coin into Shudderblock and then use the Behemoth on the following up turn. Actually, we have 2 Behemoths in hand. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Sure, we're not going to probably get the Spell Burst, but it is what it is. Though, to be fair, this could also still be Highlander, because I know... I don't know. Maybe. I don't know which angle that we're going to be looking at here. Okay, there's Parrot Sanctuary. We are going to be burning something next turn, which kind of does suck for us. I really wish we weren't burning something, but it is what it is, you know? Okay, Trail Mix. There's the Slam. Okay, that kind of makes me think it's going to be Highlander. Highlander could be annoying because that probably means they're going to be using 2 Boom Bosses. Also worth mentioning that... Oh, never mind. The DK list that I may or may not actually upload on Monday, we'll see how that all plays out for me, is something that may or may not be a bug, which is why I kind of delayed it, even though it was supposed to be today's video, and I do have it recorded. Let me know down below if you're still interested in that, even if it may be just like a full bug. I think it's still cool. I still have a lot of really good games with it. And I did test out a bunch of little different interactions to make sure, like, maybe there was an R card combination that, okay, so it is Highlander, that would work or wouldn't work together. And if it is a bug and not a feature, hopefully that gets Blizzard to actually fix it, you know. I know it probably won't happen, but you never know. Maybe they would fix it. I don't think it's a big enough of one. The counter for that combo is a little bit... limited, and by limited I mean a grand total of 2 cards in standard. Technically more than that if you catch the combo early enough. Anyways, back to this game. We're just doing stereotypical Asteroid Shaman things. That's why I didn't really care too much about it. But we have been getting them pretty big. Because what? 3 times 3, or 2, 6. So 8 damage a pop. Hostile Invader. Oh, please. Thank you. Getting rid of my totem actually helps me a lot. Okay, let's just hit here once. Actually, might have been smarter to put down Parrot Sanctuary first. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. The reason why I'm like, it wouldn't have been smarter to put down Parrot Sanctuary... Well... Okay. Slam this down. I was going to try to maybe use Malygos as a way to draw into, like, all the cards. But I guess it's just not going to work out that way. Also would have been cool to be able to do that and then use Velen. That's something that I really, really, really wanted to do with this version of the list, which is why we're using the tourist package, is the, like, best case scenario would be getting Velen plus Malygos to draw through all your cards after you've buffed everything up by a bajillion, because oh, my favorite card in the world. I will say this, credit where credit's due. Asteroid Shaman, one of the better new decks, and it does not play the same like all the other Shaman lists right now. Or not Shaman, decks in Standard. Because there's so many control decks who... you know, just slam down, kill Jaden, and then call it a day with all the removal tools that they have in their hand. Pop once. We don't want to draw into too many here. Oh, please don't give me something useless, because we're going to have to use it right away. I guess that is kind of like a counter for us, because if our hand's full, then Malygos doesn't draw us hardly that many cards. That's one of the worst spells it could be. Okay, here's the other thing. There were a few other for this deck idea. There were a few classes that I thought about doing this in. The very first one was actually the Shaman list, where I was using Lens, and then Lens just, or Numbundu, and he just did not feel good for this list. So we scrapped him. And then went with this version. I briefly tested out a Druid version on stream and tested that a little bit off stream, and I have some really good play or games off stream with that deck. So let me know if you want to see that one too. We might actually just do a bunch of Champions of Azeroth decks like in the next week. I know I like to usually get a wide variety, but it's a new card, and why not if I can make use of it. The other thing I thought about was maybe like Priest, because you could run like a low minion count, get Grifta, then use Grifta to have like a miracle style priest list, which could be a lot of fun. That's something that I'm actually heavily considering doing. But Mage is also the other class that I'm really considering it. I've been wanting to use Bloodwatcher in a deck, and I think getting Antonidas with Bloodwatcher could be really, really nice. You just have to find a way to discount the spells in your hand by one after Blood Watcher goes down, because that's how stuff works in Hearthstone. It's a weird little interaction that you like only if you've tested as many decks as I have, you would know. Okay, let's just use this, and then we want to get as many cards out of our hand as possible, which isn't actually going to be that many. Okay. Come on. Oh, actually, that helps us. That wouldn't be something that I wanted to be hit, but that helps us a little bit. Okay, just come on. Get them lower. Just a little bit lower. Come on. It's 9 damage to pop. It's so close to greatness. So far. We were 1 off. Why? Why? Oh, no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Full health and 12 or 10. Oh, oh no. We can use Meteor Storm this turn. Like, we could, in theory, have used Meteor Storm in combination with Oracle, but the problem with Oracle is it would die and then the Spell Burst wouldn't trigger. Okay, shuffle more copies into the list. Come on. We're so close. Come on. I just need 2 more. Oh, Varian was actually a card that I wanted. If we had gotten 2 more, we would have won. Oh boy. Okay. Why? Oh, we gotta deal. How do we do this? How do we do this game? It doesn't matter if we discard them, right? Because it'll just count, right? 9 damage. Come on, just go face. Of course. Out of. Sure. I guess in theory that wasn't like the worst thing that it could have been. Oh, why did that have to hit there? Come on. Just keep on going face. Come on. Just a little bit more. You're so close, game. Come on. Turns out the rock is stronger than the Fire Lord. Okay, Warlock. I'm curious what it could be for Warlock. There's actually a decent amount of stuff it could be when it comes to Warlock as a class. Like, Big Demon Warlock is something that could happen. It probably won't happen, but it definitely could happen. Clara Warlock, weirdly... Actually, I'm curious. Is that even a deck on Hearthstone Replay? I legitimately don't see it. That's actually kind of sad. But yeah, Big Demons. Oh, it does look like it's going to be Big Demons. That's cool. I still kind of want to do Big Demons. It is definitely... I don't know. Warlock seemed like one of the classes that Sometimes I really struggle with making a cool and fun, interesting deck with it. But other times, like, it has so many cool little ideas. Starships are kind of fun. You know, we'll probably, no, we probably won't see it. Well, maybe we will see at least, like, one neutral. Oh, shit, I forgot to attack. Ignore the misplay. Whoops. Okay. We can coin use champions. That's not the best, but that's not the worst. Tyrion is... Actually, Tyrion might not be the worst card that we can generate here. Antonidas is probably the worst, just because of the fact that, like, he's very, very difficult to actually use properly. Which is why I do kind of want to try to make a mage list work with him. I don't know. Also kind of why I wanted to make, like, a druid list work. Maybe we could use, like, the Starship package as a way to have, like, big armor and then use Antonidas in combination with, like, 4 Concierge somehow. I don't know how we get 4. Maybe that could be fun. Maybe I'll revisit the Druid list. I have some really fun, like, replays already with the Druid list, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll probably do Mage next. Maybe we will do Druid, though. I don't know. Okay, we can use Brann. Hey, actually, Brann coming up here is really nice. Varian could actually come up here, too, which is nice. Actually, really nice. Okay, we can use Brann. Hey, actually, Brann coming up here is really nice. Varian could actually come up here, too, which is nice. Actually, really nice. Okay, we can get rid of both of the minions, which is great for us. Oh, also, worth noting, after this game, or like maybe after a few more games, I will be taking out the nature package of this list because I don't know, I just don't like it. It's like a win more or like a win alternate way with Velen, but like it just doesn't come up. It just doesn't come up enough for me to actually want to use it. Or I shouldn't say it doesn't come up enough. It just feels like very, very clunky. I think using something like Malagos instead and maybe like Hunter Tourist package, just so we can discount some of our higher cost Battlecry minions could be fun. Okay, we're just going to look at face. They will eventually trade into this brand. If they don't, they lose the game. Okay, there's Ragneros. Okay, I'm assuming giving everything taunt, right? Okay. Crash of Thunder is what we have to choose here. Oh, why did we get so unlucky? How? Like, there's only so many higher cost nature spells, and we managed to randomly generate them all. Okay, let's go face, I guess. Okay, at least this clears out a good chunk of the board. It doesn't clear everything out, but it clears out a good chunk of the board. Oh, actually, that could have cleared out. Okay, at least this clears out a good chunk of the board. It doesn't clear everything out, but it clears out a good chunk of the board. Oh, actually, that could have cleared out the board. We might have actually wanted to clear out the board. My bad. We should have actually... Well, to be fair, Meteor Storm we can use next turn, right? Also, I realized we could have had game last turn if we used Multi-Magma ×2 instead of Triangulate, but oh well. Actually, no, because we used it to draw an Asteroid. Oh, health drink. Oh, those are good. Those are really good. Wait, can we survive actually if we do this? I think, well, I mean, this plus Meteor Storm gets rid of their board. And also upgrades our meteors too. Oh, those are good. Those are really good. Wait, can we survive actually if we do this? I think, well, I mean, this plus Meteor Storm gets rid of their board. And also upgrades our meteors too. Okay, there's 8 more in the deck. We just need a few to hit face. Okay. We're good. We will just use Malfurion. Varian next turn, and then we should draw into the cards we need, hopefully. A good half of our deck should be asteroids, right? Okay, there's Kill Jaden. Oh, shudderblock's funny. But I kind of just want to get out of this game. The button I can't click on, so that means we probably win, right? Right? Come on. Just a little bit more face. One more. One more. One more. Hey. All right, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So I played around 20 games with this final version of the deck, ended up with a 45% win rate, which was lower than I originally expected. But honestly, that's probably because I was always trying to meme with Champions of Azeroth. Turns out this card does kind of make it a little bit of a RNG if you're going to win or not. Brann is probably actually the best one that you can actually hit off of this card. Velen is really just a win more 90% of the time, but really fun. And honestly, out of all the decks that you could try out to use this card in, this is probably going to be one of the ones that can use the most cards in the Alliance pool. Overall, though, if you're looking for a deck to play this card in, this is a great one for you to try out. However, I do have some plans for maybe Mage and Druid that might be a little bit better than this, but who knows? We'll see in the nearby future. Now, like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.